So, Supreme Court just agreed to hear a case about whether marijuana users can own guns. And the Trump administration, the same people who told us the Second Amendment is sacred and shall not be infringed, is arguing that potheads are too dangerous for gun rights. I'm sorry, what? Here's the case. Guy in Texas has a gun. Guy also smokes weed. FBI searches his house, finds both. Boom, federal felony. Guy loses his gun rights for being a habitual marijuana user. Meanwhile, the drunk at the end of the bar with a concealed carry permit, totally fine. No federal law against that. Let's be clear about the danger levels here. Alcohol is involved in over half of violent crimes in America. Alcohol makes people aggressive, impairs judgment, and leads to thousands of gun deaths every year. But marijuana, the drug that makes you want to watch cartoons and eat an entire bag of Doritos, that's the public safety crisis? The Trump Department of Justice is saying that marijuana users pose a grave risk of armed hostile encounters with police. Have they met a stoner? The biggest threat is they might forget where they put the gun. And this is where it gets beautiful. The shall not be infringed crowd, the same people who lose their minds over red flag laws and background checks, are now arguing that millions of Americans should lose their Second Amendment rights for doing something that's legal in their states. 23 states have legalized recreational marijuana, half the country, but the Trump administration says, sorry, Second Amendment doesn't apply to you. Domestic abuser? We'll argue about it. Violent criminal history? Let's not rush to judgment. Mental health crisis? Who are we to decide? But smoke a joint, rights revoked. Oh, and this is the same law that Hunter Biden was convicted under before he was pardoned. I don't remember any constitutional conservatives rushing to defend his gun rights. Look, if you want to argue that some people shouldn't have guns, fine. Let's have that conversation. And Democrats have been wanting to have that conversation for years. But maybe start with people who've actually demonstrated they're dangerous. Not people who happen to use a substance that's legal in half the country and less dangerous than the beer in your fridge. The Supreme Court will decide this next summer, but remember this moment. Remember when the Don't Tread on Me crowd decided that this was where their line is. Shall not be infringed. Unless you smoke weed, then it's totally cool to infringe. The hypocrisy is chef's kiss.